Hello, and welcome to another reading with me. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Otherwise, welcome back. So, these messages are timeless. So, whenever you find this message, you are meant to find it. And this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not make anything fit. Do not try to make anything fit that does not fit. Alright, so I am using my Divine Guidance deck today. I typically leave the decks that require me to use the guidebook for my personal readings and offline readings, but this is what I'm being guided to use for this reading, so this is where we're gonna go. Alright, so we got 29, and I'm gonna look these up and see what these are, and 31, so these numbers might be significant. Something about a frequency or something resonating is coming out here for me. Frequency. But we shall see. Or vision. And then 5. So I'm gonna stick to these 3 and see what the guidance is on that for whoever is connecting to this reading. And then on the bottom we have 32. This is reminding me of honeybee, nectars, and the 32 might be significant here, but I think this is the basis of this. That's why we look at the bottom of it. But let's see what the guidebook says. But first, I want to see what 32 is. You know, some just things like nectar. Something's about to drop, like it's just like saturated. Something's saturated. 32. Oh, that's funny. Nectar of life. It is nectar. Anyway, says you work so hard and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down a little and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend some quality time with family and friends. Take time to embrace life and do some of the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring you true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. Somebody's been working really hard. But you may not have been taking time to enjoy the fruits of that labor. But now life is not all about work, so you gotta have some balance and enjoy it, you know? Interesting. Seems like a lot of like balance going on here in these cards. But let's see, 29, we've got speak your truth. Okay. So it said, it is time to speak your truth. You no longer need to hold back what you have to say for fear of what others may think. You are being asked to speak up and share your feelings, your wisdom, and whatever is on your mind. When you have something to say, yet hold your words back through fear, you create a blockage in your energy and life. Speak up. What you have to say is important and worth being heard. If you're a public speaker or you have a desire to speak publicly, this card encourages you to use your voice and claim your power. So whoever this is for, who's being urged to speak up, speak their truth, who hasn't been speaking their truth, or you may have started speaking your truth, may have been having some throat chakra blockage, some irritated throat stuff going on, maybe a sore throat, itchy throat, coughing randomly, etc. That kind of stuff. But yeah, speak your truth. Alright, let's see 31. What is the message on that one? Awakening. Okay, so something's awakening here. Somebody may be going for a spiritual awakening, but let's see what the card is saying here. It says, this is a powerful card. You are now entering into a complete awakening to your higher self. your intuition, your gifts, your role on the planet and the divine plan. The opening of your heart center is allowing your inner vision to see more clearly. In turn, this is empowering you on many levels, both energetically and intuitively, to walk your path and do what you have come here to do. Your awakening will subconsciously call out to others to step into their own light as well. Ooh, beautiful. I did say something about frequency, huh? Yeah, okay. And vision, cool. All right, so 5, alignment. Well, this is about alignment. This is the beginning of a very powerful shift, both spiritually and energetically. This is your complete connection and alignment of your higher self and physical self. Okay. Makes sense of the awakening. I mean, awakening, alignment, things are coming into alignment in your life. Sometimes this alignment can cause chaos and confusion, but there is no need to worry or feel alarmed with what is happening in your life right now. Everything is moving into perfect order as your spiritual and physical selves align into perfect balance. Once complete, your daily life will be more in harmony with your spiritual path. Ooh, okay. So with the speak your truth, I feel like I might be somebody who might be like a little short-tempered, lacking patience, where it's like, I won't say lacking patience, just like low tolerance, you know? Not wanting to go back and forth with things, with people, you know, not arguing. Not wanting to like deal with anything that is just not authentic or true, you know, that kind of thing. Rejecting that. It's like your system is rejecting it, your body's rejecting it. You may not even know why you're having conflict with certain people or certain things. Certain things are just repulsive to you. It's just your spirit with this things coming into alignment and this awakening. Your spirit is just like, you know, not aligned with these non-truths. Basically, it's like a purging going on. And you may have been feeling sick lately. And if you did go to the doctor and you're like, no, you're fine. You're like, well, I don't feel fine. It's your system, has been purging things that are not in alignment. Yeah, it's coming into alignment. So that means getting rid of the things that are not in alignment. Getting you on your right path. So yeah, there's I think that's actually pretty beautiful. And with that being said, I am going to be using my large deck today. I call it my larger than life deck. So I actually have a smaller version of this, but, well, the standard size, but I have these large ones. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be using this one. See what comes out of that. Let's speak your truth. We got, ooh, temperance. Okay. So, it's about patience, okay, but also about alignment too. Balance. Ooh, and death. Yep. Transformation. So, speaking your truth. What I'm getting here, it's like a lot of things in somebody's life right now. They're ending, transforming, whatever is not true, not authentic. Somebody here is like finding their voice, or they're being urged to find their voice and speak up about it. No longer just going along with things to keep the peace. Yeah. And this may be something that somebody's always done. They just like swallowed their truth and dealt with things just to keep the peace. And now they're like, no, if it's not aligned, I'm not doing it. And like, I don't want that. So, see what temperance has to say here. What more do we have going on here? Ooh, wow. Got happy families and reunion. Okay. Community. Huh. So this may have to do with somebody's family. Like their family they were born into, but it could also be like the family that they created with somebody else. Somebody may not have been happy in a family, like someone they're married to, they created a family with this person and they've not been happy for a while, and they've had to like swallow a lot of things. Like they've been out of alignment with this person for a while, but they've stayed in a relationship, tried to make it work because they have kids with this person, because they built a family with this person, and they feel a responsibility to this person and to their kids. And it could also be because they're well known in their community and they're respected in their community, and this is what's expected of them. And then with the family that they were born into, this may be the expectation that's have them like to stay in this family and do this for their kids, etc. So maybe conditioning, etc., and whatever, all this pressure. And they've just stayed, to keep the peace. They may have actually spoken to people in their family, their elders, etc., and told them about it, and it's like, I'm not happy, etc. And they were encouraged to just like make it work, try to make it work, stay, that kind of thing. Like you made a commitment, you gotta see it through, type thing. And they just swallowed it, But now they're like, no. So somebody here is like, because the thing about that is, if you keep swallowing your truths and if you're unhappy, etc., eventually that stuff will like, what is not handled when you don't handle things that are affecting you emotionally, spiritually, that's manifesting physically. So when I talk about somebody being sick and then probably going to the doctor and they're just like, no, you're fine. You're like, well, I don't feel fine. Or there's things that's manifesting physically and then test results are saying that everything's normal. It's like, well, it's clearly not, but they can't find anything conclusive as to why this is happening. It's stuff like that, So, and then too, with the whole, it could just literally just be somebody's, like the community, like, it could be like a work environment, just like their friends, they're just like not aligned with these things, things that are considered normal or they're expected to participate in, and they're just like, no, I actually don't like those things. I actually don't want to do those things. Yep. And what we got here? Something's happening very quickly, but there is some news that's happening. Something's going to really take just, this person's taking action. It's almost like they're ending something very quickly and starting something else quickly. And that news is going to spread like wildfire. I don't know whatever that is. If it's a relationship, it is certainly going to spread very quickly, and people are going to be very shocked because it is outside the norm of who this person typically dates. But if they were also in another relationship, whether they were married or they were just committed to somebody else, it's gonna be really shocking for people that they're like, oh, okay, you're with somebody else, cool. But it's just gonna be how quickly that relationship progresses going to, like they're gonna see this person do things that they didn't do in other relationships, and it's gonna be very mind-blowing for them, like, But I do feel like I'm kind of getting like unrequited love. So there may have been somebody that this person was in love with, is in love with, and they did not marry them, choose to be with them, because their family and community did not approve or wouldn't approve. So that may also be a shocking factor, where it's like trying to keep the peace type thing. But yeah. Oh, yeah, I got bad business. Not finishing what you started. So yeah, whatever it is they were doing, whatever relationship they chose, they are leaving that unfinished. Whatever path they were on, they're leaving that unfinished. To go finish something else. Because they were like, yeah, I was on the right path with this person, and I let that go to please my family, to please my community, to do what's expected of me. But here, that was a bad deal. Like, I'm unhappy, I'm miserable. You know, what it is like they felt they were making a noble sacrifice, you know, and the payout that was supposed to come out of that sacrifice, it was nowhere close to that. It was like it wasn't worth it, you know. Like they feel like they lost way more than they gained. Yeah. We have someone here who is so this person is definitely going for like a spiritual awakening, but they're trusting their intuition. Their intuition is telling them that yes, this other person is where you're meant to be. This other person is the person for you. But it's like the reason why they want to reunite with this person, why they're finally speaking their truth, like this is where my heart is, where my heart has always been. Like the things that are important to them, this person, they found all of that with them, you know. This is a very loving person. They felt this warmth. This person's very beautiful, attractive, handsome, whatever you want to call it, whatever gender you are, because it's not gender specific, but very emotionally mature person. You know, they feel this like sense of emotional safety with that person. They can be themselves. But yeah. And here we have with the Four of Cups. Suddenly reminiscing on past of this person, times they spent with this person. And they suddenly regret not going down that path. They regret not choosing that path. So they know they chose wrong. And so this person with this Death card, they're putting an end to that. They're putting an end to like living for other people, allowing other people to dictate their life and their truth, swallowing their truth to please others. They're finding the courage to do that because I know there's going to be some upheaval in their life, their community, their family. May have to alienate some people. And it's going to create conflict. So it's going to take some courage, and they know that. But they're being brave. So let's see what this awakening is about. Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. And 8 of Cups. Yes. So the 7 of Pentacles. There's some... It's just giving somebody who's waiting patiently. And then this person walked away. Somebody walked away, but I'm getting this person now is walking away from what doesn't serve them, right? But with this balance, this is giving like a mirroring energy. So if this is you, fit yourself wherever you fit into this equation. But if this is somebody who walked away from you or chose somebody else, or if this is you walking away, if this is you going through this transformation, there's giving like one person went through this transformation, started speaking their truth, living their truth, etc. And now the other person is awakening, and they're mirroring that. That energy is affecting them. But with the awakening, I think it did mention something about your energy influencing other people. So yeah, there's certainly a mirroring going on here. And so that's kind of what's giving with the waiting. So this might be a soulmate connection again, or a twin flame connection, where it's like other person's gone through their awakening and they're just waiting patiently for the other half of the connection, or they've been waiting patiently. But then if this is a twin flame connection, the whole waiting for that person is actually just creating more of that. It's just like you got to move on with your life, keep moving, keep doing what you're doing, walking away from what no longer serves you. So like the frequency. So it's like you're mirroring each other's frequency. So if one half of that connection is in that frequency of truth, authenticity, walking away from what no longer serves me, then the other half of that frequency is eventually going to start doing the same, which is now going to have everything in alignment, have the two of you in alignment. Okay, so we got, ooh, yep. Overburdened, overloaded, responsibilities, yep. So the 7 of Pentacles, somebody's just been, I feel like somebody you're starting to feel like they've been taken for granted. They've been planting the seeds, pouring into somebody, pouring into something, trying to manifest something, and it's just not giving the return on investment that they are expecting for all the hard work they're putting in. And it's just like, it's meant to be that way, you know? It's like you gotta be uncomfortable enough to where you're gonna move. If this is not where you're meant to be, it's not going to work out. You're just gonna, Spirit's just gonna make you so uncomfortable that you have no other choice but to let it go and to move. And that's what's been going on, you know? Somebody got tired of waiting. Somebody got tired of planting the seeds and being just felt burdened, you know? Ooh, yep, got imbalance, yeah. So whatever this is, was disconnection, love, relationship, it was imbalanced. lots of clashing of perspectives and stuff going on. That needed to be balanced. The scale needed to be balanced. Things needed to be realigned. All right, so yeah, somebody letting go of the past and focusing on their future, leaving home. So yeah, this person, if there's somebody here who is just like doing things to keep the peace and maintain home, please their family, etc. It's like they've grown up. They've like let that go. They're just like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to do what makes me happy. It's like they're severing the cord, like cutting the umbilical cord right now, and they know it's going to cause some conflict, but they're letting that go, you know. But then with the feeling like they're being taken for granted, this might be this relationship, if they're in a relationship, whether they're married or not, where they may have told their family they were unhappy, and they're like, their family encouraged them to like keep working on because they have kids, or friends are like, oh yeah, this is normal, this is normal relationship stuff, everybody goes through that, etc. Oh, marriages go through that, it'll get better, you just gotta keep working on it. And they're just like, they keep working on it and nothing's getting better, it just seems to be getting worse. So now they're letting go of it, because like the only thing that has been sustaining that relationship is like hope for the relationship to get better, but they've just been like living in the past of how things were, you know. And then I feel like the other half of this connection, this person that they actually in love with may have actually let go of the connection, or it's just like they were holding on to the memories of that, and the person finally let go of those memories and decided to move on with their life. So it's like they felt that energetic severing, energetic letting go, which made them, it's like a reflection of that energy. So it's like now they're feeling that same thing, and they influence them to make that same choice in their life, you know. And now we got the 8 of Cups. Oof, that's a lot, so I'm not gonna take all that. Oof. Okay, so I guess, all right. So we got, what is, I thought this was 3, but no, apparently there's a lot going on here. But anyway, got standing your ground, yeah. So we got 7 of Wands. Yep. There's definitely some pushback on this person walking away from this. People are not happy, whether it's their family. It's like people who are used to being able to tell this person what to do, used to having a certain amount of control over this person's actions and choices. It's like they're not listening to what outside people are saying anymore. So people are not happy because they're not getting their way. Yep. Yeah, people are telling them like they're making a hasty decision. They're not making a smart decision. Like, have you thought this through? And it's like this person's like, that's all I've been doing. I've thought this through a lot, very long time. So it looks like a hasty, reckless decision from the outside looking in. Because with this person trying to keep the peace, they may have just been like walking around pretending everything's good in public, pretending we're this loving couple and all that stuff. I'm so happy. But behind closed doors, they're not. So outside world may not know that things are not great in this household and this person's not happy, but so it looks like a sudden decision. But it's not, you know? Yeah, this person is being pretty rebellious right now. They are going against the grain. They're not listening. Because we got the King of Wands energy here, right? So yeah, this is somebody who is like, they know what they want. They're going after what they want. They're thinking for themselves, right? Taking action. Yeah. This person's feeling homesick, and you know what they say, home is where the heart is. It's like almost like somebody just feeling like there's always been this emptiness, something missing, and it's like a space, emptiness. And the only thing that's filling that space is when they think about this other person, this Queen of Cups, and they've had this come to Jesus moment. I don't want to call it that, but just this epiphany where like, yeah, this is my person. I feel whole, I feel complete. This is what's missing in my life, you know? This is the path I'm meant to take. This person, like, they feel at peace when they think about this person, when they think, what a life with that person, versus where they're at right now, they feel anxiety and just like, ugh. They suddenly have a different perspective. So they know this is their soulmate. And they're feeling, now that they know that for a fact, it's like, in their soul, in their spirit, they just know that is their soulmate. They know they're in the wrong place now. They're feeling trapped. Yeah, they're just like, they don't want to be where they're at right now. And they're just like, well, I can stay there and complain and feel miserable, or I can take action and do something about it. Like, if I do not do anything about it, at least attempt to make it right, I have nobody to blame but myself for being unhappy. So I think this person's getting out of this victim mentality and taking action. So we got here with this alignment. Ooh, Queen of Cups again. And the Empress. Wow. Okay. All right. So the Empress is a very nurturing, a very, very nurturing, attractive, creative. The Empress effortlessly creates, effortlessly attracts things. That is divine feminine energy. Queen of Cups, ooh, loving and nurturing, compassionate, psychic. But this is just all the love, man. All the love. It's like it's all coming together. Everything is coming together. What did I say? Got the World card. Everything is coming together here. And what am I getting here? It's like feeling like 4 here, but it's actually 2. So it's like got 2 beings vibrating at the same frequency. Of the 4 pieces is kind of giving like integration. So it's like masculine and feminine energy integrating in both of them. So we all have masculine and feminine energy. So it's like both people are like their masculine and their feminine energies are integrating, which is putting them in alignment with each other because they're aligned within themselves. They can now align with each other. Perfect balance. So it's like they're not completing each other, they're complementing each other. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is about like healing. All right, we got the 5 of Cups in reverse. Whew. Somebody may have been spending a lot of time in solitude. Yep. Reunion. 3 of Cups. There's a reunion coming here. And lots to celebrate. There might be a baby on the way, not too far out. whatever is happening, there's going to be massive growth and expansion coming once this, and let's say with the 8 of Wands, things are going to move very quickly and people are going to be so shocked about what's happening. It's like, I feel like someone's just going to be happy beyond their wildest dreams. And I'm like, I did not see this coming. Oh, yep. So with the Empress here, we got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody may have felt like there's a lost opportunity. But whatever opportunities that were lost, they are coming back better. They're coming back in better ways, bigger ways. Anything that you lost, you were not meant to keep, was making room for something better. And then I feel like this person may have felt like they lost this opportunity to have this life with you. But it's like their mind is just completely blown. Like, wow, thought it was over, like it was done. They completely ruined it. But apparently it's not. Things are actually expanding. Wow. I cannot make this up. I got the Wheel of Fortune right here. This lost opportunity is actually turning around. This is destiny. And this is gonna cause so much chaos. Not chaos in a bad way. Well, maybe for other people, but upheaval. I'm hearing talk of the tongue. It is gonna be insane. And we got the Fool. Oh wow. So whatever abundance is coming here, I mean, we're talking freedom, travel, adventure, just feeling so carefree. It's like in love, it's like your relationship, it's gonna seem like the ideal relationship that you didn't think existed, or you didn't think you could have, like you gave up on it. Other people didn't think was a real thing. It was like just fantasy. It's like the love story that you find in books kind of thing. And the love story they make movies about. That kind of love. And your life is going to seem like a fairy tale. But the abundance that you're going to have, and it's like, getting like lots of travel. You're not going to have to worry about like, can I afford this kind of thing? You know, you can just like pick up and be like, I'm going to take a trip. Let's go take a trip. And it's not just going to be like, I'm going to take a trip. It's going to be like, I'm saying like family trips. So I don't know, you take your kids, family, just be like, oh, let's go over here for the summer. Let's go over here for the winter, that kind of thing, you know? Just have lots of adventures and experiences. So it's not about like the money. It's just like the experiences that you can have and you're going to create for your family, for your kids. The memories, the freedom that the money provides. It's beautiful. Ooh. Yep. So you're at this place where you're feeling exhausted. And the reason why this is so amazing is that both of you may have been in a space of just like exhaustion. Like failure when it comes to relationships, after relationship failing. If you have like business ventures, they may not have worked out. Feeling like may even feel like your love life was cursed. I don't know, but have like people betray you, just like a lot of stuff, you know. It's just heavy energy. And the way it's going to turn around is just amazing. It's like you're going to look back on all those things, because 10, yeah, that's ending. 10 is completion, ending. Like the way that it's going to turn around is like you're going to look back and be like, did this actually happen? Was this really my life? It's going to be hard to believe. And all those people who did those things, it's like they're going to be like, what? Not believing that this is your life. But part of the reason why all of this is happening for you, why it's turning around, is because with all this stuff that has happened that you've endured, it's giving, cycles of life. The choices that you made when you were going through these things, when this stuff was happening, the backstabbing, the deceit, the betrayal, all the things, the failures, all that stuff, the heartbreak, you didn't let those things change you. You didn't become those people. You didn't start acting like them. You did not become hateful and cruel and all this stuff, right? You didn't be like, oh, well, if you can't beat them, join them type of thing. You still, your heart still remained pure. You're still, like, it was bruised, but you were still able to love and have hope and all that stuff. And it's because you stayed the course through all of that, that this is happening for you. It's like an influx. Long delayed. Yeah. Yeah, because we had a 10 of Cups in reverse, so it was like an unhappy home. Yeah, somebody was like creating a lot of illusion for this person here, making it seem like they didn't have a choice. They had to stay there. Interesting. This, oh, somebody may have, I think this person may have had some like substance use issues. And it's like somebody was encouraging them to keep doing that, stay in this low vibrational place, because that was how they were able to control them, keep them in this low vibrational energy to where they I didn't feel like they could control them. I didn't feel like they had no choice. So they took this person's power away. That was the way they could do that. But it's like this person may have cleaned up their act, gotten sober, and it's like gotten their energy back, gotten their power back. But okay, so I am gonna close this out. Yeah, someone is like very unhappy, and they were like trying to mask this with drinking, substance use. It's like whatever. Oh, somebody created this illusion of happiness, of the dream, and it turned into a nightmare. Kind of made this person feel like they had no choice. Yeah? Like they could not move forward. And they kept them in this negative cycle. So somebody may have been doing black magic, using black magic on this person, but yeah. Right. Yeah, so they were trying to keep this person stuck. Huh. Because this person, this is who this is. They knew if this person left, they would lose that stability, dependability, but they also wanted to control that person. But the thing is, it's an emperor. You can't control the emperor. So whatever black magic you do, whatever it is you do to control this person, eventually that's going to backfire. So whatever they were doing, feels like that was broken, wore off. That's why this person's speaking their truth. The truth will set you free. That somebody started speaking their truth. The truth will set you free. That broke the spell. But yeah. And so it's kind of like they were using the shadow side of the emperor, or they were getting the shadow side of the emperor, because it's like the fear of starting over, fear of losing stability, etc. They were perpetuating that, keeping this person stuck on substances, or encouraging them to do that, overindulging, etc. was the way they kept them in this shadow side of the emperor, where they like extra rigid. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, but yeah, so this is getting a lot. No, I am gonna close this reading here, so I may do a second part on this. However, if any of this resonated with you, go ahead, like the video, and I will see you next time. And if I do a second part, I will tag it in the comments later. But yeah, thank you for joining.